Hi, hello, welcome. It is Monday, and it is the return of Multi-Monday. I'm gonna turn me down a tiny bit there. Yeah, we're back doing Satisfactory. We're once again doing Ficsmas, even though we've already done it and there's not really anything new. But we are older, smarter, and ever so more tired. And we are going to rebuild the factory, this time with less belt crimes and more scale, because we have basically infinite materials, so we can do it now. So that's what we're doing. We're just gonna re-go through the Ficsmas stuff for the next couple Mondays, because, you know, why not? So, I'm just gonna do this button, and then I'm gonna do this button. Hello?
Hey, I was also wondering about buttons.
Yeah. Hey, I've got you on a slider now. I don't know if I've actually officially done this before. I must have. Sure.
I don't know that you had a slider to give me when we last did this.
Well, now I do. Now I can adjust your volume accordingly. So,
Speaking of which, I need to adjust your volume accordingly.
no longer do you need to try and blow your own mic out. I can amplify it on my end and blow it out a different way.
All right.
At least it can sound
I have
crisp
no
to
idea
you.
what my mic sounds like.
Honestly, pretty good.
I would
say it's
I mean, it's a good mic. I mean, in terms of my stream.
I would say it's a bit hot. It's a teensy bit hot.
A teensy bit hot.
Yeah. I would. You could probably get away with just pulling away from. Sorry. Go ahead.
Hello. How is my mic sounding now?
Perfect. Yep.
Turns out I have a volume knob I can just fiddle with.
Yes, it has the one knob that you can fiddle.
One knob is all I need.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
and then brief pause so that can be clipped out of context.
Okay, good. We left a little bit of silence there for it.
Perfect.
Didn't be able to trim.
That's my ticket to E-Fame.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I don't even think that would make a blip.
No, probably not.
No. I watch some YouTuber content, mostly Jacksepticeye, and I know for a ding fact that he has said worse.
Okay, now, what if I had some way to twiddle your knobs as well?
See,
would that make a mark?
That we're getting closer. It's definitely getting closer. Oh my god, hold on. I have a view for that. I don't have a button for Multifactory anymore. God, I have to do this manually. Click. There we go.
Like some kind of heathen.
Yeah. Alright, let's shoosh that up. There we go. The Satisfactory songs.
I got Christmas music playing in the background because it's time for Ficsmas.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm pretty sure I only have like one Christmas song on Pretzel, so I'm not doing that.
Luckily, I don't give a shit about DMCA, so...
Look at you, you're a rebel.
Don't have to worry about getting stuff pulled off YouTube if you don't put stuff on YouTube.
I was about to type multi, but then my brain went exclamation point DMCA.
Well, you could set that up as an alias.
I could.
Which would be funny, but highly out of context for anybody else.
It's true. Alright. So, what was our plan? We need trees, right?
We do need trees.
So we are officially producing parts 1. Oh, how do you crouch? There we go. Press E to configure storage container. I don't need configuration. Right, so we're making... This is storing red baubles. My frame rate is pooping. It's weird. No, it's not.
That's
I'm on top of the refractor seed. That's... so we've got the reds and blues getting made right now. But we manually fed the smelter. So yeah, actually, I think that was part 1. Was I think we just wanted to like rip some of this down, shift it over so that we could stick the trees, like, because we figured out it's for these basic machines, it's 1 tree per 3 smelters.
Yeah.
So if we shimmy everything over some, we can just jam the trees in directly behind them.
Right.
And start there. That seems like a reasonable... Why am I going so slow? There we go.
I don't know, but it's taking literally a year to log in.
Yeah.
Ficsmas will be over by the time I'm in the game.
Okay, well, while you're taking the scenic route. I'm gonna delete a bunch of smelters. Which ones aren't running right now? I'll leave the one smelter for the moment, just because she's still producing. Oops, that's 4. Oh well. Oh my god! Did you know you can now deselect a thing you were gonna delete instead of having to do your whole selection over again?
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Stop lying to me.
If you look at a thing that you highlight it and you tap Control, it will deselect it. I just tried that on a whim. God, I hope that hasn't been in there for like a while, and I just never noticed.
I do wonder. Yeah.
I'm real sad. Okay, so we stick the trees in the middle like that. Wish I could put like. Oh, I have. I could just stick beacons down, I guess. But,
all right.
Are these things producing anything right now? No. Okay.
Alright, so let's just tear down this whole line then.
I've already torn... No, that first line can stick. It's fine. Because it's got space for the trees behind it. I just tore down the next line, and that's where so we can start installing trees. I'm just letting this one smelter kind of run itself out at the moment.
Sure.
It's only got 18 presents, so it'll be done in a sec.
Right.
So I'm gonna go. Actually, my first step is I'm gonna go collect some of these present boxes that have conveniently fallen on our platform. Oh, we gotta crack open the advent calendar. We have multiple days.
I'm gonna temporarily put a couple of these machines back, just because we do want more.
Sure. I mean, if you want to put them back, just shift them out like a whole row, and then just reinstall the whole row.
I have no idea what the actual good placement is, so I'm just gonna throw them down temporarily for now. Okay,
so we've got the poles here, right? So I would say, where are you?
What the hell?
All right, so. If you're there, I would put a tree like, I don't know, like, how do I ping again? Control click? Nope, not that one. Oh my god, how do I ping? There we go. I'd put a tree like here-ish.
Sure, but the hitbox is weird, so I just want to wait for us to have another tree to put down first.
Yeah, fair enough. Presents.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Also, you took all the materials to make the foundries. Okay, whatever, it's fine. I'll go get some more.
Did I? I guess I did by default, huh?
Yeah, that's fine.
All
I'm sure we have them in here somewhere.
Yeah, got 100 presents on my person.
I need them little cubes.
Little cubes. Oh, that's what you're calling presents. I get it.
No, I meant the... what, the frames? The little frames? The stuff you need to make foundries. The frames.
Oh. Oh, yes. Okay. Yep. Jesus pleases. Yep.
Modular frames.
That's the one.
I forgot. Oh, it's over here.
Boop. Do you have an exclamation point? That's concerning. Good. Where is the calendar? There we go. What day is it today? 12th? 13th?
Today is the 13th.
Alright. So, I've gone up to 6.
Well, except I can't take from these belts.
Sorry, I had everything on mute, which I realized I didn't need to mute. Or half, but oh, we got some snow. 7. Oh, there's 12. I'll just crack that one on here. Oh, some orange baubles. Might look into a tree just by Oh, it just got a star. Got the Ficsmas star. 10. Oh, there's 9. Some ribbons. 13. I got some wreaths. So 6, 7. I think I'm missing 8. Oh, 8. That was tricky. That was a good one. 8. 9. Have I done 10? I thought I was so smart doing these out of order. Okay, I did 10. 11. Did I do 11? Doesn't look like it.
Oh no, you took all the copper.
Did I? What?
Well,
No,
I
there
actually have no idea how much copper. I have no idea how much copper was left in those machines.
Did you go to the copper dust machines?
No.
Because they should have copper. They fill up faster than they get used, I think.
I definitely remember where those are.
Where the heck is 11? Ah, there you are. Ooh. We got a premium Ficsmas skin.
Ooh.
Mmm.
Premium.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was over here. Where is it, actually?
Okay, I'm gonna scoot back. Oh, there's so many presents over there. I'm gonna go get this. So many trees in our refinery now. It's our green initiative. No, nothing. That's all right. Wasn't that a joke, I guess.
So what'd you say?
It's our. There's so many trees in our refinery. It's our green initiative.
Yes.
That reaction wasn't better.
Sorry, I was in the middle of blowing my nose when you were making jokes.
It's definitely what we call them around here.
I was like, haha, like ho ho ho, like Christmas.
It's alright.
It's been a long year.
Yeah.
I'm a week, less than a week from Christmas vacation. Cut me some slack.
Okay, what are these guys doing? These foundries here. The ones you've installed cockeyed.
They're going to be making more baubles.
Okay. Alright, well, that...
I was hoping to have had them up and running before you got back.
But okay, that one's done. So how do we make trees again? How do I do things in this game again?
You can pin them in the recipe.
Yeah, wreaths. Right. Okay. So...
You need tree branches. You need gifts. You need copper and iron ornaments.
Okay, I got some wreaths. How many wreaths do I need? I need 100 wreaths. God dang it.
They're branches, not wreaths.
Whatever. I will screw that up till the day I die.
Those are very different things.
How do you split right click, right? In you go. Alright. Make some more branches. Then I need silver balls. Where are those? Nope. I have 7. I have 12. It's not enough balls. I need 20.
That's why I'm making more.
Right, we can't manually manufacture those, can we?
No.
No, of course
But
not.
what we can do is pump them full of juice.
Yeah, we can just manually stuff them for the time being.
Also batteries.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about batteries.
The actual name, power shards.
Just as a concept. That for the time being.
I had done my presents in here for now. Although we probably actually... Well, whatever for now.
This junk.
Hey, are these trees not producing?
Honey. What trees?
Well, these smelters aren't.
Oh. No,
Wait,
no,
what?
it's just very slow. What's going on here?
Well, the tree's supposed to be do 15 per minute.
Yeah, it's not routing properly. It's just always filling the first one.
It's
Oh,
doing
there
the
it goes.
first two.
It'll get there.
To be clear, you see only
Yeah.
two of them running,
Yeah,
right?
two of them running, and the one is idle because it's never routing to that third lane for whatever reason. I'm gonna change this one to blue.
There it goes.
And I'm also gonna power the dang thing. Just for a moment, just so we have some blues in production while we mess around. Okay, what do I need? Silver bubbles.
Alright.
Just them.
I just redistributed the wealth and pulled a bunch of extra presents out.
Okay. I'm just gonna take those. Okay, yeah, we just need a lot more wreath or branches.
Okay, so I guess these trees are really just the size of one platform.
Yeah, it's just because of
So I
how
guess-
we oriented it, they kind of go in the middle so that they line up
Right.
with three things.
So do we want to literally just put them at intersections?
Yeah,
That's in the wrong tree.
yes it is. Though I can build it.
Yes. It's like here. So can you use this ghost to orient the smelters?
Yeah, I also have enough to build another tree, so I was gonna do that.
Oh, well, okay.
Do you have enough to build a tree?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I need presents. Shoot. Hold on. I gifted the Magi myself. Give me those. Alright.
Oh, although it looks like we have almost enough baubles to make. Oh, wait.
Okay. Yeah, so I can line this up with that. I'll just scoot you back to...
Why is? Oh, it just needs so much more iron. Shit. Okay.
There. Alright. Okay. There's another tree. Oh yeah, flashlight. Production. Smelter. Yeah, that lines up with you. I gotta look at the other thing real quick.
You know, if there's one thing about this game I could change, it would be
Blueprints?
to try not. It'd be a way to turn off like the day cycle.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually a little shocked they didn't do that.
Or at the very least, add beds.
Oh, very Minecraftian of you.
Listen, Minecraft solved it a decade ago. You think that these guys could get with the program?
They solved their own problem that they invented in the game.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah, sure. God, I hope these
How
are
do we
oriented
not
the
just
right
have
way.
a random iron line that I could steal from?
Surely we do.
I mean, that's my assumption. But I don't see it. Where do we do the iron smelting? Was it over here? Hold on.
I think it might be
turned myself
directly
around.
below us.
Yeah, I got turned around.
Okay, there's those.
It's copper, copper. That's iron. That's iron. So where's this going? That's going that way. Right.
Oh, the autosave. Oh, the autosave.
Do you see this highlighted platform? I forget if we can see each other's dismantling.
Sometimes. Where are you?
This one.
No, I can see your flashlight though.
Okay. Is the platform that's illuminated under anything important?
No.
Okay. Is this a good place to bring the iron up? Yeah, this is fine.
Whatever.
Whoops. This works. If it was right in the middle of our production line, I would maybe not do it right there. But it turns out I don't care, so.
Okay, so actually I'll build up the
Vertical builds, where are you?
murders. Murders pointing this way.
Oh, that's right. Do we care? We can just go through things now.
Yeah.
Is that true? It is true.
Yeah, that's what the yellow color is for. There are some
Right.
that are still hard limits, but there are a
Yeah.
lot fewer.
Right.
Organization.
Perfect.
Build a birch.
This makes a lot of sense.
So many lines. Look at all these guides. Okay. Oh, that's a bad install. Whatever. It's fine.
How many branches do you have?
On my person?
Yeah.
20 maybe?
Okay.
Not many.
I was hoping that somehow we would miraculously have had enough to make a third tree.
No. So that we could then feed it directly into the branches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
That's
we're
fine.
producing blue now. So you can go back to red for the last little bit. Steal your blue. Put them in the new box. All right.
Okay, I've overclocked our branch production for now, at least.
I remember having to do that last time.
Yeah, that sounds like something we would do.
73 prisons. 21. Well, here's 40 more. There we go. Okay. Alright. We'll just manually... Why don't we just... Well, yeah, that's fine. Pile blue.
Right. I should probably address the copper as well while I'm at this.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Yeah, pulling it up there is actually probably not great. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just build further out. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
We can build around it.
Yeah.
That's what aesthetics is about.
Mm-hmm.
I hear.
Alright. Well, I've manually refed the baubles.
All right.
So we should be producing those for at least a little bit longer. And some more presents. Exchanging presents for frame rates.
At a 1-to-1 ratio. Perfect. I see no issues with this belt placement.
These produce 5 per minute. These produce 10 per minute, right? Blue's easier to make than red. Okay.
Well, we got 100 branches. So that
Okay.
means new tree time. So how many trees? So, okay, we usually use 10 per minute by default. So that's less of a good ratio.
Yeah, we also need presents. I don't know how many you have on your person, but I only have 20.
I do have presents. I do have presents. Maybe we clock these machines down to only need 5 per minute. And then we can feed 3 off them, off a single tree.
Sure. It gets slower, so we'll just need more off the
Yeah.
lane, but I think that's
Yeah.
probably fine.
Are these where we want them, though?
Do you want to? I feel like we should probably move it back, like,
Yeah.
because my idea is like, oh no, we need more. We just go that way. We
Right.
just keep going out
Right.
towards the sea, and then we just have
So then-
perpetual lanes.
So let's tear these all down then.
Oh, look at that go!
all of these down.
Okay, I'm just gonna busy myself with the smelters at the moment. Reinstall that lane. My inventory has too many smelter-based materials.
Too much nonsense.
Entirely. Oh god, hold control to build on snap grid. Oh.
Actually, sorry, just to be clear, when you say move them back, you mean move them closer to these other smelters, right?
Yes. Sorry, yes.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. Because, yeah, like, this is as tight, this middle row here is as tight as the smelters can kind of get, really. I can make it scooch me a teeny bit more, but the outside lane I don't really care about, so it can be a little more spacious, I guess. Excuse me, is that one refinery not working? I'll be right back. There's one. Oh, hello, presents. There's one refinery sitting here. Not doing anything.
Being unproductive.
How?
Excuse me?
Fucking, you're supposed to be making copper, too. What? And there's the problem. This whole time, our entire weird copper shortage, because one refinery wasn't doing its friggin' job.
You had one job, refinery, and that was to refine.
Yeah, you sit there thinking that you don't need to be assigned a job, but you're too good. Oh, there's so many presents up there. God damn it. Alright. Eventually we won't have to hunt presents, but we're not there yet.
We're getting pretty close, to be honest.
No, I can make it. I guess I can go this way. It's like the sneaky shortcut to get up there. God, I forgot about these last couple power poles. Shenanigans.
Which poles are those?
Just to get up from, like, the second to last level up to the top.
Oh,
there's, like, one
yeah.
pole sitting on top of an elevator belt, and...
yeah.
And just, like, it's the perfect distance. Yeah, I'm grabbing presents. Getting mildly irradiated.
All right. New branch production line is up.
Oh, man, you're already crisscrossing that bronze, or that copper, huh?
We'll fix it in post.
Sure.
And by in post, I mean later.
Okay, so, what do we need for more trees? I think I know it by now. Presents, branches, bronze, and whatever. Alright. So stack these. Oh, it's only 13 of those, huh?
I just dumped a bunch more in.
20 on my purse.
I feel like there was a way to, like, pick a building. Like a...
What do you mean?
Like an eyedropper.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't know why I think that, though. Ah.
figure it out, or?
No. Sorry, that was an exasperated. I ran out of power to fly. Not a
That was an abine.
I see.
Not an aha.
Exactly. Nerds. 2, 3, 1.
Alright, I can build another tree. I'm gonna build it for these guys first, I think.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Nope, that's not where that should go. I aligned to the wrong thing. There.
All right.
Alright. Those are being fed. We've already set them for branches. Look at you. Alright, fine. Just be fast about it. It's fine. Wait, what? Why? Wait, what? Oh, these
What's
are the
up?
wrong. These are splitters, not mergers.
That was a test.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was always bound to happen.
I mean, it is tradition.
Yeah. It was inevitable.
Perfectly opposite.
And we are absolutely
as
not
all
aligned.
things should be.
Okay.
Nope. Fuck. Nope. Double fuck. Come on, game. Got it. Nope. No.
Oh,
Oh
you
my
took-
god.
You took all my rods by dismantling my things.
It's alright. I'll get
Okay.
this. I'll build this one. It's just gonna take me 18 more tries. I got it.
What? Game? Okay.
Okay, that's all them wired up. Except this splitters. They've got to fix their splitter logic.
Why? What is something also still not?
It's still the one on the left is like completely empty.
just
again.
replace the belt,
Oh,
and it seems to fix it.
really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's weird. Whatever, I guess it'll get there.
It's supposed to.
Alright. Got a bunch of baubles. Next up, we
Maybe not.
gotta re-up the red.
Well, we can start probably setting up those production lines now.
Hmm. Sorry, we're just gonna dump stuff in here while we wait. What do you mean production lines? Like setting up the...
Oh,
like,
these are smart splitters. This is a smart splitter.
Oh! Why is this a smart splitter?
That's a
Oh,
fantastic
there's
question.
is there the replacement in thing? Is that a thing they did?
I have no idea.
I know they did that for some stuff. Step guidelines, quick switch. Oh. Fine.
That one was fine. The one you just tore up.
Oh. Well, that was a test.
Yes.
There we go.
There we go. Prisons are now being distributed equitably.
Okay. How many things map to here.
All right, I need to get some more inanimate iron rods.
I almost have enough wreaths for another tree. Maybe another wreath. Yeah, actually, because that currently to build more trees, that is our bottleneck. Is branches.
So we're producing 30 per minute currently.
Yeah.
What's our other?
That's still like
production
like 3-something minutes to get another tree up. That's pretty bad.
Right. Right, but the baubles are
They will become a bottleneck, but they're not the bottleneck yet. Oh boy. Oh, that autosave. It's chunky. I say, like, yes, they will become a bottleneck, but they're not there yet. Whereas we're still waiting on trees. Or we're still waiting on branches, so.
I seem to recall us not needing any iron rods for anything, and thus not having any production for them.
That sounds about right.
Okay. Back to base.
Yeah, we still have boxes of them. So essentially, you collect these things down, right?
Yeah, I clocked them all down to 5 per minute. Which I suppose if we were... There's math that you could do to make it more, but
I didn't come here for math.
No.
I've already pre-clocked them.
Yes, they're all like I use the power of copy pasta.
I installed that tree backwards. How did I do that? There we go. I feel like the tree's got a bit of a visual upgrade.
That seems likely.
Okay. 45 branches a minute.
All right.
That's like just over 2 minutes to make a tree now. That seems better. We should still do the next one so we can cut it down even more, but this is good. And for now, the next one should go into the red.
Yeah. Or which one's
Red is slower. Red is slower.
Okay.
Red is slower
All
for the baubles, and then white is slower on the whatever the hell those are, foundries.
Right.
It switches it, so you get it's kind of opposite days. Organization. Nope. Logistics. But whatever. I'll let some resources build up whilst I install a bunch of mergers.
Okay, so how much red production do we have currently?
We have 3 machines so far, which is I don't know.
Which is how much?
15?
15?
I think they make 5 per, and blue makes 10.
Five per minute, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll scale that up soon enough.
Yeah, I'm just want to know how much I need to put down to the next step.
Okay, that's all wired up. So, by that logic, should now be able to build another tree.
Alright, so red will go on this belt.
do I have enough to do things? I need more white baubles.
Should go further.
This one right here, right? Gimme. Then I need to go present hunting again. So, in the middle here. Up, up, up. There we go. Oh, I'll remember where it is eventually. You know what? No, shit. No, that was wrong. 2, 3.
There we go.
Level 5 belts.
Oh, that's a belt.
That's what I call belts. Alright. Oh, these need power. That would help. Alright. We should have ornaments aplenty soon enough.
Alright. Oh, come on.
Okay. Any presents dropped in a convenient location. Not really.
How is that still just?
Hey, what is that?
What is what?
I don't even know if I can ping it. No. So, that cliff edge, look up past it. There's a big pink tree thing.
I don't see that from where I am.
Oh, might have to see it on my stream. It's a big something up there. Oh well. I won't worry about that until we choose to play this game again once it comes out officially.
Yeah. I'm sure there's lots of stuff to see in this world, in this beautiful world.
So, grab some presents. I have enough to build another tree. Yeah, I've been pondering our next thing. A little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if I really want to go back to Satisfactory proper in like a whole new playthrough just yet. Ideally, we could find something else.
Oh yeah, no. Wait. Listen, we're not gonna get the views playing Satisfactory. We don't need to chase the dragon like right as soon as it comes out. Plus, Lord knows they're gonna do other things to it to balance and whatnot. Once it launches.
One can only hope.
I mean, I would expect no less from them. So yeah, no, we don't have to do this like as soon as like it drops. I'm just saying when it does drop.
Yeah.
I've just been pondering what to do with that, and I think I want to do a distributed network of things this time.
Okay.
Like we did,
like
micro,
you know,
the big build more or less.
Yeah.
In this particular playthrough, with a few exceptions, just because we were too lazy to run everything back. But for the most part, you know, like we did it all in the refiner sea.
Yeah.
Which was fun. I think that was a fun challenge, especially when we did the first like half the game as a vertical build. Like, I like that we went through that challenge.
Fun is an interesting word for that. But
Fun
I will
with
agree
all the
that
quotation marks you can put around it.
We did produce results.
Yes.
That much you can definitely say.
We got there, is the important part.
Yeah.
But there are also things that we didn't really get to leverage, right? Like, we didn't really, other than one train line, we didn't do trains.
Right.
We didn't touch drones. And I think it might be fun to play with that stuff a lot more. Just as a challenge, right? Because that comes with its own thing of you have to get fuel to all those things. You have, or like power them all if you're doing trains. And, do the routing, which I'm just going to leave to you because you've played Satisfactory. Or if you're doing drones, you have to get batteries everywhere, right? And so it's like, there's different challenges that come with choosing to do that. And I think it might be interesting to, like, do a fully distributed, like, build everything kind of in its place and then send it somewhere kind of thing.
Yeah.
like, individual
I don't know
factories.
how much. Oh, fuck off. I don't know exactly how much my Satisfactory or my Factorio experience would play into this.
Well, I mean, the trains have routes and stuff now, like
Sure.
proper routing with the stoplights and all.
Sure, but that's only one component to this. Like in Factorio, like you have 1 million trains, and I don't see any world where we have 1 million trains in here. Just because the game would melt.
Sure, but we might be able to do something where like, like a train has like 8 carts or whatever, right? And actually runs a full length and then picks up from someplace and drop. Like, I think there's an interesting kind of logistical aspect to that, where we're like, well, we'll just add a new stop to the train line, and the train will go there and pick the stuff up, and like, you know, and having potentially like train interchanges, which is a thing we've never even thought about. Was like a depot where they come into a central station, then they get rerouted to where they have to go to get built. I think that could be fun. I also think it would probably hurt my head a lot.
Possibly.
Okay, I can build under the tree. What should we build?
Did you cover blues?
I have no, I have not increased blue yet. Should I build them for blue?
Okay, so red. So we should be up to 30 on red now, right? On blue,
yes.
we are
At 30.
At 30 already. So I guess it's a toss-up.
I'll put one for blue. Fine. Like I said, blue gets slower on the next step, so it's like 6 of one, half a dozen the other.
Each smelter or whatever is 10 per minute for the reds.
Yeah.
And for the whites, it is heavily overclocked. Any second now. It's not telling me because of how overclocked it is. Come on, game.
Game, please.
Game, please. Please, Cathex. Oh my god. Fine, I'll build a new machine. One without preconceptions about how fast I want it to run.
With hookers and blackjack. That's a Futurama reference.
Yes.
I have no, I have no interest in either of those things. Sorry, how many?
Right. 15 per minute.
Yeah, so it consumes more blue. I think. Like, I think that what I said makes sense before. Maybe.
Yeah, it does. Either way, it's right now we're evenly balanced. So either one. Yeah.
I'm just gonna belt all these things up so I don't have to think about it. God, I'm so glad they got smarter with the belt connections. Just like a bit more aggressive with the snapping distance.
Yeah. Oh, what am I doing?
I have no idea.
This is way too close. I'm forgetting that I need to handle outputs as well.
Alright. You're making blue. You're making blue. You're making blue. Alright. Blue tree is up. Oh, what the hell? I'll make another red. We can already do that. Splitter. This is already going so much better than the last time we did this.
Right. It's almost like we have hundreds of hours of further experience with this game.
It's a little bit wild to think that the answer is like, yes, literally we have hundreds more hours.
Yeah. Not exaggeration.
No. More of a sad realization. Alright, these are already set to red. Oh. I bet you did that. Alright, so we've now making, I don't know, how many of these do? 5, 10, 15, 45 red.
All right.
So I'm actually gonna up branch production again. I can get an opportunity to do that. Need more presents.
Maybe you should
I kind
take
of would, yeah.
another box.
I was literally just thinking, you know, I should just
Yeah.
put a tree in a box.
Right.
It's my tree in a
Which
box.
sounds like a Kingdom of Loathing reference, but I don't think it is.
Tree. My brain goes to Lonely Island for a tree in a box.
I don't know what that is.
Lonely Island is a comedy music group headed by Adam Sandberg and his two friends from Saturday Night Live. They did things such notable songs as "I'm on a Boat," and Two Cool Dudes. What else did they do? The Natalie Portman rap was, I think, one that put them on the map.
That rhymes.
Yes. So did Natalie Portman. And they've done a bunch of other things since then, but Dick in a Box was also one of their super big hits, and it features Justin Timberlake, no less.
Sure.
Who comes back for a selection of those characters that sing that particular song. Come back for Mother's Night, sorry, and a three-way, I think is the other one. Anyways, they're quite funny in that, you know, immature kind of way.
I'm making zero value judgments here.
But yeah, one of their things is Dick in a Box, and Tree in a Box is, that's just, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That was the long way of explaining how I got from A to B.
You should have just said Dick in a Box, and then I would have been right there.
Oop, Jesus. Okay, gonna get this present. Once again, perfect.
Does that not line up? You dumb me.
Cottonhead and Nitty Muggins.
Oh, I'm out of...
I should watch Elf.
Now, before you clarify what you actually just said.
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to determine which is more likely that you said.
Okay.
That you need to watch Elf, the
Will Ferrell movie.
That wasn't
yeah.
Jim. Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, yeah.
Or you said we should watch Alf, the sitcom about the alien.
Extremely different energies with those two statements. I said Elf.
Okay.
Alf was a bit before my time. I did watch a few episodes on TV, but it was a bit before me. My brothers would be more likely to get a kick out of Elf, or Alf, I should say.
Sure. I remember watching Alf, but I don't remember a whole lot about it.
He loved wanting to eat cats.
Right.
That was a big thing of his.
Right. And of course, a desire that is rarely actually indulged.
I believe that it is never actually indulged.
Yeah.
Because that would make him less lovable and more a monster.
Right.
Okay, so those are.
I do remember he also had a fondness for polka, which was far more often indulged.
Whoops. No,
thus making him some kind of horrible monster.
Right. You're not doing anything with this iron, huh?
I would love to connect the two obvious dots, but I am out of aluminum.
You should have asked me. I have stacks on my person.
Well, we were talking about Alf. I wasn't going to interrupt the conversation. Just talk about something dumb like aluminum.
Right. That's fair.
Besides, I'm too busy trying to remember where we put aluminum.
Aluminum sheeting? So what's your beef?
My lack of aluminum.
No, sorry. Yeah, not you. This belt was saying it was colliding with something, but I'm like, I don't see it. Anyways, I have solved that problem.
Okay.
So now I'm installing the power, and off to the races.
All right.
We're not putting them anywhere yet, but we're off to the races with that.
We're gonna in the very near future, I think.
That's
Or actually, that's not true. We don't need to feed them anywhere. I guess just into a box.
For the moment, I mean, what do we build after this? I have to look at the tree. Because what were we trying to build? What was our aim here?
Stuff.
Hmm.
Was our main immediate goal.
Sure.
I don't know that we had a specific goal.
Hold on. Special. Not the ma'am. Is it the ma'am? Yes. Spit a ma'am down so we can look at the tree. It's actually like, yeah.
The tree.
Ficsmas holiday event. Okay, so that allows us to make the big tree and the branches. And then that makes us the red and blues. And then we can get various candy canes. Then we could make the cluster.
Yes.
Which, once you unlock... Once you can do snowmen, which I don't think we ever made a snowman. We should probably do one of those. So baubles, then allows us... We could make the Ficsmas tree upgrade. With to make the... I can make lights, but that's just power, that doesn't matter. The snow machine. Ultimately, we're trying to make the
snowballs.
No,
I think snowballs is the thing that people.
Sure, yeah. You did mention you wanted to make snowballs, just for the sake of it. How does one make snowballs? Where's that? Snow fight. Oh, okay. So in order to get those, we need to produce candy canes, ribbons, and snow.
Okay. Right.
Candy cane basher. Hold on. Hang on. They've added a weapon. They've added a festive weapon.
Last time.
How did I not know about that?
I think they had that last time. We were kind of not super
good. Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, we need to make the next steps will be candy canes and bows. Because we need candy canes, bows, and actual ass snow. So let's see here. We need candy canes from that. Well, I need to open up the other thing.
Why? What?
Thanks.
Did I do something stupid? I think I did.
How do you get into the Pokédex? Oh, there it is.
Oh no! Oh,
they remapped it.
Yeah.
All right. So snow, actual snow, comes from it's just presence in a constructor, so we can start making that whenever.
Yeah.
Okay. Then candy canes, also from presence, and bows, also from presence. So we just need more lanes, basic lanes of things, in order to make snow. So going back to that for a second. 2 presents per bow in a constructor. So we need a lane of constructors. And snow is made in constructor. And candy canes are made in a constructor. So we just need a bunch of constructor lanes, effectively.
Sure.
Take all those. Take all those. And take all those.
Oh, okay.
So how many trees can I make? God damn it, I need more presents. Well, good thing I made a tree.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about this production, is that it just sort of snowballs after a point.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I can make 2 more trees.
Nothing? Okay. That's fine.
Snowballs? Nah, I got it.
It's winter
I got
fun.
it. Yep. Alright, so where should I build this new stuff?
I don't know.
Because you're building all
Further
those
down?
there. I mean, I could just go.
I mean,
like,
presumably these lines just gotta keep us standing that way. So yeah, you could just build over, like, anywhere over here.
No, that's not. How do I Z? Is it? How do I zoom again? R?
Zoom.
There we go.
Oh, zoom.
Right, yeah.
I was like, you can't zoom in this game.
Oh.
Also, this power. Who puts power on that side of the buildings?
I don't know. I need plates. Do you happen to have like a buttload of metal plates?
Not especially.
Okay.
That's not true. That's a lie. That's a lie I told for no good reason. I have a bunch. Where are you?
Where are
You're
you?
over there.
I'm coming.
I'm hovering over stuff.
Yeah.
Alright. I think we determined that at some point they did change how this worked. Yeah, where did the space go?
For fuck. Right where you left
Okay.
them.
Alright. That's good to know.
Hover plates. Alright.
Hover plates. Yeah.
There we go. Expanded the field a little bit. I guess I didn't need to do that, actually, at all. We have a lot of space over here. Yeah, that was kind of silly of me. Well, whatever. So, build constructor.
That's exactly what I want in a game.
We're building enough of these. I'm gonna just put that on the bar. No. It's like I don't know which
Okay.
one that's here too.
So iron's up to capacity. We have another set of reds. That's 45. And we're consuming 20. Okay. I hope we don't need... I forget if we need the other baubles, the other ornaments for things.
Depends what you want to build. If you just want to get to snowballs, no. If you want to actually, like, do the whole thing, yes.
The ornament bundle is just copper and iron, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
No, it looks like they're just used for the reds and blues are just used for the other two, so that's fine. So no need to save them for anything. They may have been used for like unlocking, but we don't need to do that.
Oh yeah, yes, that is the thing that they were used for. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. You know what a game I still think about?
What's that?
Paradise Killer.
Hmm. The retro futuristic.
Murder mystery.
Yeah.
Where you can blame anyone at the end of the day because
Yeah,
justice
choices
is just
matter.
hard for justice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still think about that game. It's a really good game.
It is. I'm glad that we don't live in that world.
Mm.
That world seemed like it sucked.
It's true. I mean, ostensibly, yes, just like, or like on a moral kind of stance. But I mean, if you're at the top, it seems significantly less shitty. But boy, howdy, if you're not, yeah,
I mean,
it's pretty horrible.
Yeah, I mean, because obviously we would not be at the top.
No.
But also, a world with like weird eldritch abomination gods that the people in power are trying to resurrect seems like a
Yeah,
weird.
Everyone needs a hobby.
That's true.
Oh, I didn't connect the tree to the thing. There we go. All right, candy canes. So you take 15 per minute. Oh boy. Oh.
15.
15 presents per minute.
Oh, that's a whole tree.
That's a whole tree. Excuse me for a minute.
Also, hold on, candy canes take 5 per minute.
No, they don't.
Are you making candy canes or are you making candy cane bashers? Which would be weird to be making.
Pretty
on
sure it's
mass.
just candy canes. Yeah, it's just candy cane. It makes 5 per minute. It consumes 15 presents.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Yeah, you're right. That's fine. That's 1 tree per thing.
Yep.
That's fine.
I'm adjusting my construction right now. Okay. That's alright. I will make a second tree. I have enough for 2 trees on my person.
All right.
There you go. Alright. Oh, no power. Right. I disconnected the power because I wired it back. It doesn't work. Okay. Organization.
Oh, this is what you're talking about.
Huh?
With why did you do it like this? There's lots of room.
Oh, yeah.
Because this guy, has no part to play here.
Nani? Why? What?
Because there's no room for a tree here.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, now. Originally, there was when I had the math wrong.
Right. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we should have lots of materials to make oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna make some more production over here. Because why the heck not?
Is a bird.
So that's up to 45.
All right. So there we go.
60.
Some candy canes.
Oh, I need more presents. Hey, how come there's only 1 present in this box?
It's special just for you. Bye.
Is this tree not producing?
It sure was.
Did you steal it literally 1 second before I opened this box?
To be fair, I was already in there before you said, "Oh, I need more."
Oh, I thought you were still building stuff.
I
Okay.
I am. I need to more.
That's
I
fine.
need. I'm gonna build
No, that's
another
fine,
one
that's
for
fine.
another tree.
No worries.
But I will have. I have excess,
That's
so
fine.
I can come build you trees in a second.
Well, I'll just plunder from our machines.
Oh dear.
It's fine.
Sanctity must be maintained. Statistics.
We're weird interstellar corporate capitalists organization. Plundering is literally part of our DNA.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure we're not that. I'm almost certain we owe the Fix-It people like a lot of money. vis-a-vis shipbreaker style narrative.
Sure.
We are indentured
100%.
indentured servitude. Almost
we are
surely.
But we are doing nothing to not advance their agenda. So really, who are the bad guys? Spoilers, it's still the company. But we're complicit.
Jom 69420. Well, I know that's very probably a bot, but yeah, nice, as is tradition.
What?
Alright, there we go.
It's a merger. How am I so bad at this?
Okay, that's...
Vis-a-vis putting the right machines down.
Resets O candy canes. I'll come over here and build some more Trino. What do you need?
I'm good. I found presents.
I'm still gonna build it. Can't stop me.
I already set these up, right? I didn't. Oh, these are not clocked down right. What? Oh, never mind. I'm dumb. I forget how things work.
You're making blue. You're making blue. And you are making blue. Okay. So a tree of blue. Alright, out of. Oh, I need 9 more presents.
Not a bot. All right.
Not a bot, huh? Fair enough. You're from hobby servers. Wow, welcome.
To be fair, I think Twitch did actually make an attempt to crack down on the bots.
Yeah, they have done something because we haven't suffered the bot wave we were getting.
Yeah.
So fair enough. Well, in that case, Joms, nice. We're ready for very exciting factory building as we get festive all up in here.
How could this not be exciting?
I mean, maybe it's more of an ASMR thing. It's just kind of soothing. You know, watch the progress. Progress? Looks heaps cool. It's a fun game. It's I mean, it's an incremental game, right? Like so many others. Factorio being the very obvious comparison. But there are other games. Factory Town, that one with the beavers. It's like just came out in early access. Oh my god, what is that one? The one where you're an android that makes restaurants. Atomic Chef? Is that what it's called?
I thought you were gonna say Dyson Sphere Program.
Also Dyson Sphere Program. that is also a valid selection.
Which also starts with, you're an android who?
Fair enough. Wait, you mean a main character in an automation-based game could be a robot?
Sorry, spoilers.
Gosh dang. Okay, so that's more... We have more branches than we know what to do with, I think, at this point. I don't think we need to expand that anymore. But, we can... I think we can now sort of start to go infinite on trees. Actually, not necessarily. Our silver and gold bauble production's not, like, super speedy.
Yeah, I'm still bringing us back to... Oh, I'm out of motor things.
Motor things? Wait, rotors?
Rotors.
Oh, here.
You know, motor things.
Yeah, the thing, half a motor.
Half a motor.
Here you go.
Glue onto the other half.
Have some stacks.
Excellent. Thank you.
But yeah, the whole point of this game is you start small and build bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually you're building particle accelerators. and sending parts up to the sky gods, which is what that thing
Which is
there.
just a space elevator.
It's a space elevator, yeah. I call it to the sky gods because, I mean, hey, what the hell? Why aren't you producing? No power.
Are you suggesting that I forgot to hook up power to some of these machines? Because you're probably correct.
I am not suggesting that.
Well, then you're wrong, because I probably did.
I didn't. I'm not suggesting it. Whether it's true or not is a totally different thing, but I'm not suggesting it.
Okay. Are you threatening me? I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you.
It's not a threat if it's a promise. It's a foretelling. Actually, might want a second present tree.
Yes, I would say that. That would be a good idea.
Yeah, I'll just do that first, actually. Okay, delete old box, delete ma'am. So we don't. It was just for reference, anyways. That. Build tree.
I forgot that these things stack to 500. Which means that filling these machines takes an eternity.
Yeah, it's an impossible number. Storage container. Other way. I'm gonna slap a merger on this baby. Scooch you up so I have space. Yes. But yeah, Jumps, if you're still in chat, you are welcome to ask questions. As we kind of realized earlier in the stream, I have literally hundreds of hours of playtime in this, so I should be able to answer most normal questions about it.
Also, probably some not normal questions.
Yeah, probably some of those too. All right, there we go. I've doubled our ambient present production.
All right.
I will re-expand the blues and the reds here. And that'll be my next thing. I'll just fill out these rows.
Okay.
These are going to become the bottleneck for the silvers and the whites, right?
Yeah.
So.
I'm assuming we're not going to run out of copper or iron.
No.
So.
Like, I'm pretty sure some of the things for the sky gods aren't even connected anymore, so, like, stuff will start to back up.
Right.
Just by nature of how this all works, so.
So, I forgot to ask earlier. How did your daughter's birthday party go?
I mean, I didn't attend. I guess I wasn't allowed to, basically.
But you sent a 4-year-old off to go have a party?
Oh no, my wife was there. It was a limited amount of people. You know, what with COVIDs being the COVIDs. So I stayed home and watched Other Child while the two went off. From what I hear, they had quite a good time.
All right, that's good.
And now everyone's sick, so that part's less good.
Right.
But not with the vid, just because children are little germ factories.
Right. The vid. I can't say I've ever heard it referred to as the vid before.
I'm just keeping it light, keeping it airy.
I'm into it.
I watched a comedy special last night. How do I keep putting trees backwards? Well, because they're badly oriented. It's very difficult to tell from the wire.
I mean, they have little arrows on them.
I know, but the arrows are hard to see because they put them right in the middle of the friggin' tree. Anyways, they were talking, it's like, I'm so tired. But they called the pandemic, just to keep it light. So, you know, you gotta take the edge off it somehow.
Yeah.
So, pandemic. So, I'm taking...
You know, fuck. That gives Barkley's Shut Up and Jam Gaiden a whole new spin on the concept.
Makes VidCon sound way scarier. So yeah, I'm just taking a page out of the book, you know, just keeping it light, you know, keeping it sassy. Okay, so where am I going? Merger. That's the words. I'm trying to figure out what that song is. I know that song. Nope. Nope, not coming to me. Alright. There's another thing of reds for you. So we should be backing up the reds kind of soon, I think. I don't know how many you're consuming yet.
Well, one thing less than what you just did.
20 more presents for another tree. Interestingly, presents aren't falling near us anymore.
I mean, we haven't really kept up with
I mean,
grabbing them.
I was clearing them for a little bit until we could kind of go infinite.
You know, like prestiging.
Also, hi, I didn't really say hi to you earlier. You done your schooling yet? And you've been studying for a bunch of finals in the last little bit. There you go, 50.
I remember finals.
I remember being in school. Fuck, that was so much easier.
Yeah.
Not to say it's easy, but comparatively to, like, actual life.
Right. No, game.
Because I remember, like, the first time I went through school, it was tough and I was lazy. Bad combination.
Yeah.
The second
100%.
time I went back, after I had worked in the real world for a while, I laughed through it. I'm like, this is nothing compared to the gauntlet I willingly put myself through becoming an adult.
No responsibility.
Or,
Personal
well, I mean,
accountability.
there's responsibility, but, lowercase r.
Yeah.
Getting grades and stuff back, last week's finals, and then nothing for a few weeks. Ooh, that's nice. Got 97.85 or something in your assembly class. Congrats. That's a good number. That's a high enough number that it sounds believable without sounding like you're a bot. It's like,
That sounds like 49 out of 50 or something.
yeah.
Or I guess like 59 out of 60.
There's a guy actually that, and I went to school with, Mike. Very smart man.
Hi.
And also, different Mike.
So you said very smart man. I realized you were not talking about me.
Nah, you are also a very smart man. Maybe it's something to do with computer people named Mike. You could have broken 100 if you'd done the bonus assignment. Yeah, but why bother? What is to be gained? Mike was a very smart man, but he was also a bit of a goblin in terms of... I wouldn't call him a troll. I would call him a goblin. And there, I denote a mild difference between the two, but he would build things just to create chaos, just because he could. And
Once the Joker.
One such thing that he built was a bot to play. Do you remember Flash Revolution? If I say that, does that mean anything to you?
Not specifically, but I 100% know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a computer-based DDR where you use the keyboard to dance. Effectively, like you use the arrow keys or whatever. Pretty straightforward kind of thing. So he built a bot to play the game and get himself a super high score.
Of course.
But he didn't build it. So he broke the whole site down, figured out that all the steps were passed effectively as a, I think it was an XML file, could have been a JSON object, some kind of, or maybe even a common delimited list. Doesn't matter. The Flash game would get the moves fed into it through like an API call. And he's like, so I could have just consumed that and then, coded the thing out to press, or put the arrow key entries in, at the correct time. But that wasn't enough of a challenge for him. So he learned how to actually read the screen. Like actually like take screenshots effectively, analyze where the arrows were, and then press the key in time.
He invented UI automation.
Effectively, yes. And he actually had to deal with like the delay in taking the screenshot, processing the screenshot, saving it temporarily to the hard drive so you can then read it into a buffer. So you actually had to, like, it was one of those things where you had to figure out the timing of things to, like, so you had to effectively inject a delay that had to be dynamic based off of how long the processing took to how fast the song is, and, like, all these kinds of things. And he got to play the game automatically, and he had a success rate of about 96%.
Ironically, still worse than the top humans.
Sure, but he did it, like, but it was believable enough that like no one would have called him on it, because, like, oh yeah, he's just a good player. He misses some notes or whatever. He doesn't get all the combos, but, like, he's a pretty good player. So, like, no one ever questioned it. And that was a game where you got, like, unlocks and stuff, or, like, by playing games, like, by doing well, like, you got points, and the points were you could get, like, skins and unlock more songs and stuff like that. So he effectively got to unlock the entire game using his bot.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna build some more stuff over. What are you doing over here? All right, this is all candy canes, right? Okay, I'm gonna.
If you build another, can you build another red?
Yes, I can.
Just because that will fill out the foundry.
Sure.
I just built.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna finish off the candy cane. I think 5's probably enough for that. And then I'll start building actual snow or something. You have a couple classes earlier that had like 108% or something. It felt bad. Yeah. This is the thing, like, going back to school, you come at it with a much different attitude. I don't know if the assignments are as difficult if you're actually applying yourself in that way. So you don't have the stress of, like, I could lose my job if I don't do this.
I would expect them to be harder than, like, work, because
but they aren't,
like,
at least not in college. Perhaps university is different. I can't speak to university, having never gone.
The rationale I would apply there is because in school, like, you're learning about a whole domain of things, whereas at work 90% of the time it's one thing. Like, how do I solve this problem? Oh, I'll just throw a web service at it or whatever, you know. Whereas you're learning about all the different kinds of web services or whatever. I don't know. Zero college or university experience here, but you know, you're learning about stuff because it's there to learn about, not because you need to do it.
Right. Shit, ball. Oh, I'm out of wires. Or cables. Huh. Well. Okay, scrolling down. So we needed bows and snows, right?
That sounds correct.
Okay, a bow takes... How much does a tree produce again?
15.
Oh, just make 15? Interesting. Okay. That's gonna be fun. You feel like you did better else because you weren't spending your time helping others like you did when we were in school? Yeah. Yeah, that too.
Helping.
Yeah.
Like some kind of rube. What was it doing? Oh yeah, batteries.
Some people do that.
I'm kidding, of course. I enjoy helping people.
Yeah. My first time through, I mean, I didn't ask for a lot of help, I don't think. I was just lazy. Like, that was by far my biggest issue. I just was a lazy shit.
Yeah.
Whereas the second time I went through, I was a peer tutor. I was literally teaching people how to do things. In addition to having, like, 3 jobs and going to school. Like, and I say jobs, like, I had, like, part-time jobs. You know, the easy jobs that nobody cares about. I don't have enough cables to do this. Oh, it just takes 1. Never mind, I do have enough cables to do this.
I feel like I'd probably do okay as a teacher, but... You
would be surprised, and that's not a judgment against you.
Right.
Teaching... I've had that thought too, and then I've had to work with some people that like when you're a teacher, you have to try and help everyone, even the ones who suck, just like on a fundamental level. And I don't mean like at things, I mean as people.
Right.
You still got to help them. And that is the tough one. That is the tough nut to crack.
Yeah, that
requires a personal level of selflessness and growth that a lot of people think they have until they're there.
Reality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I've done like student teaching. I've done like outreach programs, stuff like that, like teaching kids to program, whatever. And boy, some kids suck. And like people by and large are just kids with bills at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
and I suppose I already have zero tolerance for people, for coworkers who seem to. No, not coworkers. That's not fair. Let's say interviewees who seem to lack fundamental understandings that are required to be even the most basic entrant in a position called full stack developer.
Which is why I would never apply for that. I could not be a full stack developer. I mean, no, that's a lie. I probably could. I don't wanna. I straight up do not want to.
Here's the thing. I know enough about your work that you would do just fine as a full stack.
Yeah, I know Python and C#, so like if I want to do back end stuff, I could.
Yeah.
But I super don't want to.
Sure.
I
super don't want to do front end stuff.
Yeah, so I want to keep my brain open to hold on to other useless junk instead.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, memories about Super Chicken Jumper.
Yeah. That was a fun game to watch and not play.
That's a good definition. Where's all my cables? There you are. Nope, that's a crystal jar box. There we go. Okay, sort. Alright, now we're gonna do you need anything from the shop while I'm here?
I don't think so.
Alright. Just going down to shop. Do you need anything? But yeah, the second time I went through school was like hilarious. Watching people stress about stuff. And I get it. Like, it was one of those things of recognizing, like, yes, this is hard for you, I understand. And not in a belittling way. This is the hardest thing you've ever done. I have literally worked a 90-hour work week for an employer who threatened to fire us if we didn't get a thing done. The stresses are different.
Yeah.
And I have, like, rent and a car.
You have humans who are dependent upon you for life.
Well, I didn't at that time, but yes, that is also a thing that's true.
Okay, that's fair.
Can I build one of these? Actually, no, I didn't. Lost all my presents. Right. Man, we were just motoring through this comparative to last time.
Yeah.
Though also we had a legitimately resource starvation to build machines. Like, we didn't have all the resources to build at this scale. Like, we didn't have infinite iron and copper and stuff. We had to scrounge.
And we also did not even know about the trees at the time.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, you're right.
With.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you're making bows, right? That's making bows. Perfect. That's also making bows.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those.
Okay.
Times 50.
2 minutes. Alright, so we're making bows. Bows are up and running. It's a 2 to 3 machine ratio for bows.
105.
Yeah, let's do another stack here.
Starting 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, really? Hold on.
There. Why? Why, game? Oh dear.
9.
Also, we didn't have hover packs,
That's true.
which sounds like such a small thing, but it really does help. Yeah, there we go. That would be very funny.
What's that?
I guess not funny, haha, necessarily, but funny, oh god. Is if we somehow exceeded our power consumption.
That would be funny.
Okay, well, we're consuming 22,000. We're producing 26.
I feel
So,
like
that is actually closer than I thought.
Yeah, how?
kind of
hold
funny.
on. How is there copper on these belts? How did I manage to mess this up?
That happens.
No, I don't mean that in a rhetorical way. I mean, literally, where's the mistake I've made? To put copper on these belts.
Where? Okay, what belts are where? Hold on. Oh, over here.
Over
Like,
where?
I mean, like this?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how there's copper on this belt.
I don't know. Because I see red going, well, red is now being, like, red bubbles are being fed onto there, so...
Wait, really?
Yeah. They're making it. They're taking their time, but they're getting there. Well,
Hold on, when you
except,
say... No, hold on. They're being fed into these machines, yes. But the machine's back here.
yeah, I don't get what happened there.
I must have made a mistake. I must have accidentally cross-connected something.
Yeah, you must have, and then it just, like, mass filled real quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine.
Hey, why did my music just stop? Video pause. Continue watching. YouTube. I'm literally 40 minutes into a 90-minute video. Yes, I want to keep watching.
Are you still there?
Cool.
Bow. Fix this bow. Alright, fix this bow. There we go. Off they go.
What the hell?
Oh, that's not wired up. Son of a bitch. There we go. Whatever, they'll figure themselves out. Alright, we got bows. So... we got bows, we got candy canes. Let's just do one more tree for the candy canes.
Alright.
Already fed. Cool. So what's next? Actual ass snow, right? That was the next thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's build one of these. Space for Jesus. What does snow do? 25 per minute? Okay. Hold on,
Well,
what does that work out to? It's 2 trees and then we get 5 excess, right? So I want to do that. Nice even number for that. It's like 30. Where's the intersection?
So this might demand a bus.
Yeah, it does. I'm just trying to figure out what I actually need. So 15, 30, 60, 90. So we do 5. It's 120. Okay, so if I make 9 trees, I can have 5 machines running. And I can, like, slightly overclock 1. Alright. That's fine. Just need to know what I need to build, that's all. Let's do this old-fashioned way. Yes, if I put the trees directly behind them, then I have to start doing some really dumb shenanigans. Yeah. It's absolutely not worth it. Not when we have belts that run as fast as they do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was something else too. I don't think we had Mark V belts when we did this the first time.
There, absolutely, we did not.
Yeah, so that's another aspect. Okay, now all I need is 9 trees worth of materials.
Easy.
I don't know that that's true. Some of the materials, yeah, but actual presence, I think, is the bottleneck here.
You dumb person.
I'm sorry. Right. Oh, it's so festive with these trees. Little splash of color.
Yeah.
Plus, they're helping offset the carbon carbon footprint a little bit. A little bit.
You know, we're taking for granted that these trees just are output presence.
Yeah, they're probably not offsetting any kind of carbon footprint now that I say it out loud.
I do wonder.
I mean, they're not just making matter out of nothing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, best not to think about it. Yeah. Why are these getting spaced out weird? Game? How dare you? Four, 5, 6.
Okay. What's next?
You know what? This.
So that's 120 reds.
Oh my god, I'm like a few presents short.
Just grab some from machines.
All these machines are running in perfect balance, so I have to come all the way back.
I do have 115 on me, personally.
It's fine. We generate 45 a minute in the box, so it's probably, yeah, 97. See, it's fine. Not a problem. This is one of the things where, like, I almost had it.
Yeah.
Is that where I want to put the forest? I could probably shimmy it over a little. Can't I? Put it on the other side. I want to. Yeah. Alright. It's a casual enough build that we can have fun with the aesthetics. Oh no, wait, shit. If I'm gonna do that, I have to move them all back. I need space to actually merge them. Yeah, we'll build them on the glass. That makes as much sense to say.
5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35. $45, 50, 55, 60.
There we go. Alright. Get some mergers. That's... which way was it? Right about this way? On the back? Yeah. I like how much this game gets me to mutter.
Yeah. 15 belts.
Must have been rats.
It's a good thing I'm streaming, and also I spent all my bits.
Gotta get all over dinner. It's gonna be all cold. I have to do a Thief 2 playthrough at some point.
Yeah. I hear the age is getting pretty metallic.
Yeah. Just get you through the tree. No, that's not.
You know, I forget if I mentioned this at the time, but I had never seen Thief before you had played it.
Fuck!
And
sorry, continue.
Everything all right over there?
Everything's fine. I pointed at the wrong. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You were saying.
Okay, just a normal mess up.
Absolutely.
Nothing.
A totally normal. It's fine.
All right. I just won't turn around.
No, it's not a big deal. I pointed machines at the wrong.
Sure.
Where I thought the presents were going is not where they needed to go. I got
Right.
confused by my own desire to be efficient. As is
No
the
worries. As is the way.
Sorry, you were saying you'd never seen a playthrough of Thief or whatever.
I've never seen any Thief gameplay before, and well, I can't exactly say what I was expecting. I'd also never seen Beef before, but that's not what I'm talking about here.
Must have been rats.
Yeah. I don't know what I was expecting, but I don't know that what I saw was exactly that. I don't know. It was weird. It's a weird game.
Yes, and it only gets weirder.
Yes. I guess fighting literal nature.
Actual god of nature. Yeah.
Yeah.
The woodsyman.
Was not on. Yeah. Fighting Leshy was not really in my game plan.
Yeah, well, the new one, they have a new god, sort of.
Mm.
They praise like a machine god. There's all new kinds of things. There's like robot spiders.
Ooh.
With like carrots. Oh, fuck, I hated those things. which we'll
Love a
get to
good
experience
machine
at some
gun.
point. I just, as stated before, I need a break between my thief plays because that game takes a lot of your energy. It is a stressful game, even when you're competent.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And like I only got vaguely competent by the end, and by competent I mean aggressively reckless.
Right. Competent.
Once you realize like what you can get away with sneaking up on someone, the level of forgiveness for clubbery.
3, 6, 9, 12. 2 more.
Never seen beef before is a weird sentence. I mean, yeah. Hey, listen, sometimes people's just never seen beef. I feel unfortunately confident that there are children in some of the countries in which we live, such as Canada and the US, who don't actually know what beef looks like.
Right.
Or at the very least, they might understand it goes from cow to burger, but not really all the in-between steps and what it looks like.
Right.
Or they're being raised by vegans and as such actually haven't witnessed beef. Or pescatarians, I guess. Alright, I believe I'm now producing snow, which is a weird thing to think about.
You're exuding snow from all your orifices.
Oh no. Did you get that checked?
I need
Alright.
branches.
Alright, there we go. Oxo snow. Underway.
Those are candy canes.
Yeah. Those are ribbons, candy canes. Okay, so, how do I make snowballs? A snowball. Oh. Snowball's literally just snow. What do I need the other ship for?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
I sort of assumed you were doing your due diligence. The
Oh, why would I
snowmen
do that?
need the ribbons and the baubles and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we could make some snowmen. I like how it says you can build a friend, and then disclaimer, not actually your friend. Which is a weird way of wording that, because that actually means that it could be, but it's not. It doesn't
Right.
want to be your friend.
I've been trained by video games to expect that to be a sinister phrasing.
Yeah, yeah. There's a tone there.
Super happy snowman is not your friend.
Noblisk ammo. Jesus. Okay.
Do not taunt the snowman.
It's snow, not the nice, thick, crunchy kind, though. More the disgustingly wet, slushy kind. Well, yeah, that's the kind of snow you want when you want to build. You don't want that fluffy stuff. It's useless. Alright. Alright, so what else? What else are we building? Oh, should I just slap the snow production straight into the constructor to build the snowballs?
I don't think we need snow for anything else.
I guess not. Alright, well, you know what? Still gonna be a good boy, put the buffer in between. Then, move this.
Alright, I've maxed out this ornament production as far as I care to right now. How are things going over here?
Going alright, I think. Scooch you up there. You get fed into there. You can make snow orbs. Snorbs, as we say in the biz.
I just noticed the stars on these trees have a weird iridescence to them.
They do.
That's kind of fun.
Like a fun purple kind of color. And no other storage container. I'm just gonna park it aside. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, I hate so much about that. Alright. Alright. We have snorbs.
Alright.
Very slow snorb production. So that makes... Oh, you know what? We can make significantly more snorbs. I think. Hold on. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I make 50 snow.
BRB, I need to go fetch something from the base. Do you need anything from base?
I don't think so. Actually, I can make 3 snow machines. Hold on. Let's clean this up. I was just being lazy, but... we can do better. So... just spread that around like that. Oh, the autosave! You want to build a snowman? I actually kind of do. I've never seen them before. I don't know what they,
You've never seen a snowman?
No, sorry. In this game.
Oh.
I guess, yeah, sorry for not clarifying. I do live in Canada.
I was gonna say.
Like, yeah, it's come up a couple times.
Of your life.
Yeah, all of it, really, except for a brief stint elsewhere. And that was a place where I watched someone build their very first snowman. She was like Australian, and it actually snowed in England once for like enough time that, I mean, everything shut down.
I was gonna say that I didn't expect that there was much snow over there.
There isn't actually. The various water effects prevent a good, like, most of it from getting snow. You do get snow in like parts of Scotland and Ireland and stuff like that, but like not London. London is not privy to such wonders. But
to the point that they call snow falling fog.
Wait, what? I don't know if you're making that up or not.
I am. Yes, I'm making that up. It's called humor jokes. Because you see, it's really foggy in London often.
That's true.
And snow is also white like fog. Although I don't know that the fog is actually white. I assume it is.
Nah, it's really more of a gray.
It could be more of an off gray.
Yeah, it's not great.
I was afraid of that.
But
then again, I imagine the snow is also not super white either.
oh, it's not. It's a hideous gray color because it's basically instantly slush.
Right.
Because yeah, it doesn't stick around. Like I said, it doesn't stick around long. And yeah, I watched this. Pretty sure she was Australian. Going back and forth. So when we lived in England, our first place was in a basement, like a walkout basement. And so you could sort of see street level from our door. And I was, fuck. Excuse me, sir.
Oh, that's fun.
Do you just huck
spray
them?
snow everywhere.
Or how do you have? Do you have to use the exploder for that?
Oh, yeah, I use the Noblest detonator. I was gonna say I thought it put snow on everything, but it looks like this belt just actually has snow on it.
It does because they didn't actually tell the thing to make orbs.
Right.
There we go. So that should fix itself in a sec. There we go. Because technically we will get a backup of snow, so I was watching this person go back and forth, and Rachel's like, "What the hell is going on?" And this woman was walking back and forth, collecting like any patch of snow she could, using like cardboard to like pinch it together, and then using a traffic cone as the core of the body, which is actually pretty smart because it's that much less snow you need to collect, and built this just tragic triangular snowman. This abomination. She was so fucking proud of herself. She was so happy. we walked out and you're like, hey, how's it going? She's like, look, I made a snowman. She was so happy. It was like, good for you.
You know, you gotta take a dub where you can.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was like, you know what? Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying this. Welcome to snow. Your hands are going to be very cold. Alright, now...
Also, you're not gonna want to drive.
Oh no, God, Jesus, no. Okay, so can I equip Snorbs in my hand? No.
No, so you need to have the detonator.
Oh, you have to have the detonator. Alright. Alright, so what else is there to do? Unless we actually decide we want to just, like, go the whole hog and make stars.
I don't know. I'm not really sure. I didn't really have a plan going into this.
No, neither did I.
So I'm kind of down for whatever.
I'm also...
What if we just...
I'm also comparing how long this took to how long it took last time, which was like 7 installments, I think.
Right.
And we've done most of the progress in like an evening.
Right. If we were gonna make the star, I know we would need like another double this to do it efficiently. Yeah, because it needs a lot of stuff if I remember correctly.
Let's
see, it's 5 wreaths. Oh, wait. Oh, it was the MAM that was the problem.
Yes, because you needed like
The unlock
500
was something-
stars to unlock.
Yeah.
That took a long goddamn time.
Yeah. So I don't really want to do that.
I don't have another detonator. Excuse me?
We had one at the base that I grabbed.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find another one to bring you.
Huh.
They're not expensive though.
I don't give a shit. I don't care nearly enough.
Did I?
Yeah, we kind of just did the whole thing in one. It's amazing what you can do with infinite resources and experience.
Yeah. There we go. Now, here's a question. Can I throw snowballs at you?
I don't know. Let's find out. Give me a second. I'm heading towards thee.
Okay.
Actually, let's go, like, over here. Nice open space.
Sure. I'm happy to just call this a one-off. If we don't want to keep going. Please go down. God, the lag. I cannot get out of the sky. There we go. That was pathetic.
That's actual ass dynamite. Ow. Ow. That did actually hurt a little bit.
Okay. Now, how much does this hurt?
Oh! A lot.
All right.
Oh boy.
I feel it's only fair for you to reciprocate. Did you get another detonator?
No, I didn't make one.
Okay. In here.
Okay, so I put that on my person. Switch to it. So reload.
So that looks like just normal dynamite. Okay, that did hurt a tiny bit.
You have to click and so it goes further if you click and hold.
Right.
It's got it.
Okay. I feel like we're getting into Let's Game It Out territory, which is I'm fine with. If there's not a third person either, right?
No, I am your third person. Oh, that one went right into your fan. That's fun.
How do you bring up the camera?
P.
Like
photo mode?
Yeah, still does not. Yeah. I was hoping I could zoom around. Should I rotate slowly?
Yeah, sure. There you go, yeah. I have to kind of offset my throw because it actually heaves a bit out from the right.
You've almost taken off a full point of health.
Well, I have news for you.
Hey, before you hit the detonation button, I'm just gonna go ahead and make this box here.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, I should just use the death box because, never mind. What am I doing?
I'm turning into a snowman.
All right, here. Let me give you all the snowballs I had.
Oh my god, that's so many. Oh boy. All right, so this is just how we're gonna end the evening, huh?
I feel like I should also pull the stream up.
Yeah, you might wanna. I feel like this might be a fun clip thing because I'm almost certain,
In fact, tell you what.
it's going to lag you out of existence.
Definitely. Let me get this up on my stream as well, since I'm not doing anything.
Sure. Okay,
There
I've
we
got
go.
25 more.
All right.
I wonder if there's an upper limit. No, we've already established that there is not, or Josh has established that there is not.
Yeah. I'm like a little child who has no conception of making messes, who's just gone out and rolled in all the snow.
Yeah, I just have to make sure I don't accidentally set this thing off.
Right. That would be a tragedy.
Just a tragedy.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
A tragedy.
I gotta get some of those other sounds. I can't believe somebody actually, like, specifically added me inside the Wadget Discord. It was like, hey, is this the thing that matters to you? And sent me that thing where they literally ripped every line. They basically wrote a thing to look at all the dialogue and then found all the audio lines that matched it and literally pulled every one of them out of the game.
I didn't realize that was a busy day, and I didn't realize that you had not actually just made that.
No, somebody else did that because I had mentioned in the Watch It Discord to Dave,
Right.
the person what made the game. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, I want some of these for my stream. Is that cool? And he was like, yeah, sure. What do you want? And it's like, oh, just a couple of the tragedy lines. And he sent me a couple, and you know,
Sure.
they're good. You know, I mean, you heard the stuff that I'd made from it, but then the other person gave me that, and it's like, oh, there's so many options, including the one that I really want, which is like, it was just a tragedy. That's all it was, like with the upward inflection. All right, 5 more. I wonder what this is going to do. Like, will it blow up platforms?
I don't think so. Like, explosions don't damage infrastructure.
Which is, I feel like, missing an opportunity. Okay.
All right. So now,
Oh,
before
no,
you
sorry.
actually,
Yeah, I've got 0 left. Hold on.
okay, before you actually
Okay.
set that off, how should I get? I want to try and get this both on screen somehow.
Okay, hold on. First, I'm going to take a photo of you,
Sure.
which means I have to take this out of my hand. Photo. Come here. This is probably the perfect screen. Could you possibly put away your claw?
Sure.
Just
Give me
pull
1 second here.
Thank you. Oh man, you got all this stuff on the front of you now. Basically everything went behind you. That's fine. It's fine. Oh, can you emote? How does one emote?
Oh God, you're asking. I have too many windows open.
I'm just gonna take a couple photos of you.
Sure. I'm just trying to get the stream layout working. If I have to switch to my other, I'll use my other monitor now to capture the window. Oh, I can just switch it here, which is also going to capture OBS, which is now that's crazy. Is this how I want it? This is very much unlock both of you. No, unlock that. All right, now zoom that down. All right, you know that's good enough. probably. I hope that looks good. Okay. All right. What emote? How do I emote? Is it T? That's T. I can clap.
No. What's yet?
I can twirl it.
Okay.
I can facepalm.
Okay.
I can rock.
That's fun.
I can paper.
Scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Point.
Yeah.
Oh, well, heart is probably getting obfuscated. Heart, wave, and point actually look interesting. Nope. You have like 8 snowballs on your hand. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay, hold on. Let me decode this for a second. See if I can catch a nice photo of that. Alright, do it again.
Sure, I'll just keep doing it.
Okay, that's not so bad. Yeah, heart is gonna get completely obfuscated because you have like 8. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no.
Alright.
Okay, so how do I actually do this?
I think it's a right click.
Good luck
All right.
and right? Good luck and Godspeed.
Ready?
That's fun.
All right.
I don't know what that looked like on your stream.
I found a way to get the third person.
Oh, that was fun. You want to have a go?
Nah. I mean, unless you want me to.
We got like
I got
7 minutes.
I got what I wanted out of that, so that's good.
How many
Now you fix my
explosives
stream.
do we have? Oh, we got 146. I don't know. Yeah, it might be fun to blow me up. I mean, it was fun watching you. You basically just like slid around the floor.
Yes.
Launched you into the air for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But also seems to blow them up in sequence. So
Yes.
it might
They don't all
like
go at the same time.
no, I thought they did, but if that's the case, that also means like if you throw the snowballs at me, like say starting from my feet, as an example, you might be able to like eject me into the sky.
Right. Okay. Now, here's a question.
Do you want me to bring your backpack to you? Oh, it exploded. Oh no, hold on. Yeah. Hold on, give me a
No,
second.
the box is there. I don't know where it is, but
I got it. I got it. Do you need everything or just some of it?
I mean, if you just bring me the jetpack, that would be
All right. And fuel? No.
no, just the hover pack. I mean,
All right. I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, I have no idea what that looked like from your perspective.
I mean, it wasn't super like crazy.
Well, we've got 156 snowballs and counting.
Where are you going?
I was coming to you. Where are you?
I was coming towards you. I think we passed each other.
Where are you?
I don't know what vertical.
I'm near the bottom. Where are you? Oh, hey, there we go. Boop. Hi. Okay,
Hey.
so you want one of those? I'll give you that as well.
Yoink.
I
Put
forgot
that
to grab
on.
snowballs. That's
That's
probably
fine.
the best.
We'll have to. We can just come back.
Hey, Dazer, how you doing? Doing pretty good. I just blew up my co-conspirator here. Built a bunch of Christmas tree stuff for the Ficsmas event in Satisfactory. And then we built explosive snowballs, and now he's gonna blow my ass up.
As is good and right in the world.
That looks awesome. I don't know, Taser, have you seen since I've played? Like, this is the refiner seed. We actually added a festive layer. Oh, we should color this. Oh well.
Oh, we should have.
Yeah.
We have these skins, and I didn't.
Yeah.
We haven't touched them at all.
Oh well. Yeah, we built all this festive stuff because they have a seasonal game. Oh, thank you. Did you get all your snowballs?
I did get the snowballs.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, why
patch
can't I
myself up.
reload them?
R?
No, I'm pushing R. I think there's a glitch. I need another tool. Hold on.
Oh, okay. It's been a long time. Yeah, so we finished the game, well, as much as you can, from Update 4. Update 5 dropped and added a whole bunch of stuff to the game. We're basically not touching it.
Where's my basher?
But it's Ficsmas, which is like a seasonal event, has the advent calendar. It's cute, it's fun. And the first time we did this, it took us like forever. And today we basically did everything we wanted to in one night. Do you want me to look or do anything? Hold on, actually, let me put this away.
Yeah, yeah. I keep forgetting you need to reload.
Yeah, it's awkward. But yeah,
it's
so
almost
we
like
actually finished the game.
TNT.
We finished the game, and we're not coming back for Update 5, which is quite honestly fine. We're gonna do another run of it eventually once the game actually drops. But since it was Ficsmas, we thought we'd come back and have a little fun. Namely, building explosives, snowball explosives, snow explosives. Yeah. Also, when you're throwing, it is like if you're up close, it actually shoots to the right because you're right-handed.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of compensate for that. So yeah, we're just having a little fun. How you doing, Taze? Don't get to catch your stream so often these days.
It's like you also are streaming at the same time as him.
No, actually, Taser tends to stream around midnight after he's all done work. Yeah, you haven't streamed much, but yeah, just unfortunately your timing and mine don't really line up because I'm going to bed when you start because you don't get home till late. For a very important job. Speaking of jobs, how's the baking going? And you never answered my Twitter question, Taser. You shipping to Canada yet?
All right, almost done here, I think.
Oh boy. Couldn't do the business anymore because they don't allow you to sell outside of the state. Ah, boo. I guess, yeah, you'd have to get, was it FDA approved? Make sure all the stuff you're baking is, like, good and proper. I guess it's a whole thing, huh? Because then you're talking about becoming like,
it would be a
professional. Oh boy, it's a German vision. I love it. It becomes a whole thing.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's yeah. Oh,
there we go.
Yeah,
perfect.
It's right on my grill.
What does this look like? Oh, that's fun. All right, I think that's probably good. How many did I use? I started with 180. That's about 30. It doesn't feel like a lot, but in numbers. Anyway. Oh, and now it's nighttime. Boo. Anyway.
It's
bon
dusk.
voyage.
Ta-ra. Whoa! Oh no!
That was like a SpaceX launch gone wrong.
Yeah, I definitely got real air there.
Oops. that was kind of incredible, actually.
Yeah, especially when we learned that. Oh god, I don't have anything on me right. When you learn that they detonate in sequence, if you start from the bottom up, you can actually launch someone into the air and then smash them into the ground.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely some math you can do there.
Oh, probably.
To
like,
the trajectory.
Yeah, if you did like a bunch on the foot and then a little bit on the top and then back to the foot, so you could like stop them from going too high or whatever.
Yeah,
and then
I tried to do like a spiral around you.
What's this box? Oh god, where am I? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm all disoriented.
You're at the hub, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm bringing your jetpack to you.
I'm making my way downtown. Can't even get through here. Oh god.
In the world today.
Oh hi.
I think there you are. There you go.
There you go.
The rest is on you.
Yeah, I will go retrieve that very quick, and then we'll call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Well, that was a fun little one-off. I don't really think we
Yeah.
need to build the other stuff.
No.
Like, I don't think we get the same satisfaction as we did just exploding each other. The only other thing to do would be like to have an actual snowball fight and try and hit each other and detonate each other.
Right.
But-
Something like staying. You have to stay on the platform, and first person to get knocked off loses.
Oh, actually, you know what would be fun? Is if we built an
What's that?
arena,
Hmm.
like walls and stuff, like a hunter hunted kind of scenario. Might be fun. Build like a maze or something.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It does. I'm not doing it, but where's all my stuff? It was in the side of a machine right here. There we go. Hooray! I'm whole once more.
Excellent. Hey, come over here for a second. Is there something on the ground here?
No.
Nope. Okay.
Alright,
It looks
should
like
there be?
there's an obelisk. No.
Oh.
It looks like there's an obelisk detonator here.
Oh.
Which is weird.
Hmm.
Multiple glitches.
Oh well.
Alright.
Well, sorry you can't make the cookies anymore, Taser. That sucks. I guess you still can. You just can't business them anymore. Which, same sentiment. That sucks. They look
Or
really
at least
good.
ship them out of state.
Or yeah, I guess you can still do it within state, but still. They look good. Look real good. But, yeah, alright. That is gonna do it for me tonight. Us, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Save game. Let's call this.
Alright, I have 0 viewers, so I'm just gonna cut stream now.
Fair enough. Stream 2.
Bam.
And there goes the save. Exit to main menu. Learn my lesson. It took me a million streams, but I got there. But yeah, that was fun. Also,
Yeah.
significantly more efficient. Oh, I can't believe how much better we are at this than the first time. Amazing what the difference a year can make.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna do
It's
it.
incredible.
Do it for me tonight. Tomorrow, I believe I'm still doing the Aquatic Adventure of the Last Human.
Hmm.
And by the way, yeah, I believe Chainsaw is actually how you're supposed to deal with the chain gang.
That makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
It's right there in the name.
it's right there. So, but I think I'm near the end of that, and I think there's only a couple bosses left. There's the chain gang. There's someone in the what is it called? Like the garbage area that I totally forgot about. And then there's getting into the final section. So tomorrow might be the final of that, but we'll see. Regardless, that's tomorrow's plan. But as for the right now plan, stream's over. So I wonder, is,
Alright.
is anybody? God. Oh boy, hold on. Okay, I'm on chat time. Chat overlay, that's fine. Oh, can't see the window. Of course I can't. Is anybody? No, thank you. Is anybody streaming? Oh, I'll be streaming. He's doing Halo Infinite. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Let's go raid.
Alright.
Let's go raid. God, why is your name so long? Ubby. Ubi. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Slash raid. Set that up. Nope, that's not how you spell raid. There we go. Yeah. Hopefully that's real. There we go. Yeah. So let's go pay a little visit, playing some Halo, and thank you for watching. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, wear your goddamn mask, schedule your vaccinations and your boosters. I know you can, and I will see you later. Bye bye.